Responding with Moskov and a Sora. And this is also a very good pick coming out from side Team Malaysia. But once again, they're very reliant on getting the Fatal Links through.
However, I do like the balance coming in from Team Malaysia, right? They have a very good balance in between durability, utility, as well as damage altogether. But Team Philippines, they don't care about tankiness. They're going to go all in. This is all strike. They don't necessarily have someone that is realistically very strong enough to kind of hold down the Lord or kind of be the one that kind of dances to the Lord. This is one of the situations that we see that is all about damage. So for Team Philippines, as much as possible, they want to make Malaysia sweat.
Yeah, they're going to be playing cross.
Have a very similar kind of lineup coming in whereby they are just all strike, all damage. No one that can realistically be able to hold down the fort against a Lord, hold the Lord, and just take some of these blunt force damage. Team Philippines, they're here to kind of show us a masterclass. How do you run a composition like this? How do you play a fast game?
Yeah, now we head on into game number 2 of Team Malaysia versus Team Philippines. Right now, Team Philippines 1-0 ahead with a very clean first game so far. Now, with a completely new look on their lineup, not having the Akai this time, instead picking up that Harley on Nepomuceno. Wonder how it's going to go as they're playing a very guerrilla warfare kind of playstyle.
As we move on here, let's take a look more about the lading situations. It is going to be the Claude and the Moskov. So they are just going to be going back to back and neck and neck with one another. It's not going to side to anyone at this point in time. But looks like we're looking at something over here. Nazan hoping that he'll be able to open things up onto De La Cruz, but unfortunately, he does have the quick sand guard, so he should be a-okay. Nepomuceno flickers himself on forward, tries to get a kill onto Akif, and he will be able to successfully do that.
Yeah, and that's a flicker usage coming out from the side of Akif. So we do see that early game just priority onto Akif, even onto game 1 as well, right? Just try and threaten the Atlas as much as possible. He might be a tanky boy in the later stages of the game, but right now, as of level 1 to level 2, there is no capability of him being able to soak up the damage.
We do have the turtle that eventually spawn up in 10 seconds. And Team Philippines, at this point in time, they have the general control of the river line. And there's really not much that Team Malaysia could do because, once again, the main guy that opens up the map a little bit here is really just going to be the Atlas. No one else until Razif can open the map with him. But right now, we just want to see him deal more damage rather than to really open up the map.
Yeah, once again, Team Philippines, they will try and take these segmented team fights as much as possible. If they have the man advantage, they will try and rotate Viana over. Currently has that Blazing Duet in that mid stage, but now Akif not having that Fatal Links here. Nepomuceno takes the turtle though.
Really fast pace, and in fact, Razif finds himself taken down already. The rest of the members for the side of Team Philippines just gonna remove themselves onto the face of Amar, and he will go down.
Yeah, just early rotation, right? This is the key play style of expanding rivers, where you're able to rotate your gold laner into that first turtle skirmish. And Viana on that BMI Claude using hero, where you're able to jump in and out of the fight as he pleases. That extra Blazing Duet just goes a long way.
Already 3 kills credited to the side of Team Philippines. Understandably, the pilot really changes how these kind of composition plays out. As such, they move on to the middle lane. In fact, even Tara diving onto Amar, and they don't care about anything at all. They may have lost some life from the side of De La Cruz, but it's a 1-for-1 trade between the roamer and the mid lane that is well worth it.
Yeah, at this point, De La Cruz, he's going to play the same playstyle that he has been playing the Cho as well. You're trying to open up the map as much as possible, right? And for now, we do see the Claude able to farm out the dual lane as well. He is farming up the top lane as well as the mid lane. And this is before that pre-5 minute into the map. This is going to accelerate the farm even more. And him joining the team fights, him having that ability to have that Blazing Duet, that's going to deal so much more damage if he has so much more farm.
Unfortunately, we are already 4 minutes into the game, and Team Philippines have got a 2.3 thousand goal lead. So that means that the main idea of Team Philippines is already, or rather their main strategy is already on the way. They need to have that snowball, and they need to be able to be on top of Team Malaysia in order for their damage to not be, brushed off easily. Every single one of these hit points or every single one of these damage from Team Philippines will mean a lot.
Yeah, if you take a look at the minimap, the creep priority has been fulfilled, right? Keeping Razif at the bottom of the lane, making sure that the Shifting Skies is not there. Venuya taking the map space to proxy, knowing that Nepomuceno is able to assist and chasing Razif all the way because the vision on that mid lane is secured as well. Team Philippines!
Venuya just gonna be flickering right in the face of Razif. Takes him down pretty effectively while we move on to the top lane. Team Malaysia wants to fight back against Team Philippines. They manage to take down Viana. De La Cruz joins into the fray and hoping that they will be able to just push the rest of Team Malaysia away. Pabico comes back in, gets a kill on Akif and opens up the RWM. Double kill on top of Ilton. And now Nazan hoping they will be able to run away, but unfortunately the Void Crystal slows him down, picks him off, and De La Cruz takes that kill.
Any lesser team would have disengaged from that team fight, but no, Team Philippines does not back off. You know why? Because they used everything onto Viana, and they know for a fact they are so good at the utility cooldowns. They know for a fact that the enemy does not have this ability available, and that's just top tier MLBB that we're seeing right now. And for the side of Team Philippines as well, Binuya just giving up his life for Viana to somewhat come back into the game as well.
That's the lead that we want to see from Team Philippines in order for this lineup to eventually work out. And it did work out very well. With 1.5 thousand gold lead from the side of Nepomuceno, and now all the way down to the bottom lane, what can they do? Razif! Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he will be able to do too much from here. He wanted to get a kill down onto De La Cruz. And wait, hold on a second, they managed to! With a good fatal link that connected down to De La Cruz, and Pabico down over to the hands of Razif.
Yeah, that's the problem with the side of Team Philippines lineup, right? They don't excel when it comes down to a straight up man fight. If Team Malaysia, they do get that lead, they do get that man advantage. Team Philippines, well, they don't do well. They want to take these 1v1s, they want to take these 1v2s and spread them across the map. But Venuya, man, oh man, he's putting a lesson on the Paquito so far.
A masterclass. He understands that there is no need to immediately just burst the opponents down because he can't exactly. He needs to land a couple of those auto attacks in order to really get a kill on Nazan. Waiting for the S1 to appear from Nazan. Once he creates space, then there's gonna be a quick little punch from the side of Paquito in order to close up the gap and get a kill.
And this is where you start to play against Team Philippines, and you are like, oh, I'm getting the kills, I'm winning the team fights, but why am I still down so much in gold? It's because of the cross-map plays coming in from the side of Viana. Yep. He's been using the Blazing Duet so well and trying to try and survive.
And unfortunately, right now, he might go down. Wait, never mind! Viana! The BMI brings him all the way to the back, and he eventually managed to escape a complete masterclass. And now back to the main team fight. Team Malaysia, they're looking to pick up a little bit more kill. Pabico will go down, but here comes Venuya. It doesn't seem like he has got enough damage to do anything, but never mind. Take that back. Immediately with a good flicker, he puts himself right in the face of Mar, takes him down, and Nepomuceno joins into the fray as well. Not quite enough to bring Razif down, but they do have a little bit more to continue to push it down.
Yeah, completely exhausting every single flicker here, and that should be a situation where you use everything on Viana. You're expecting a kill, but no, the BMI coming out at the perfect timing. Yes, with the rest of the team members just committing all that utility on the Viana, they had nothing else for the rest of the members. That is Team Philippines that convened on them on that top lane.
At this point, with 5,000 gold lead from Team Philippines, it's not necessarily even about team fights anymore. Team Philippines will be able to whittle down the members from Team Malaysia one after another as long as they have got a very good
Oh no.
Oh man. As you can see, they are just trying to do their very best to go for one player to another. And Team Malaysia, they would like to respond in kind, doing the same thing to Pabico.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Team Malaysia needs to play as a death ball. Meanwhile, Team Philippines, they can play as individual commandos where they are taking Venuya on one side of the map, Viana on the complete opposite. You put Nepomuceno in the center because he has that capability, and also De La Cruz just to get that map vision. So consistent creep pressure coming from opposite sides of the map, 6,000 gold advantage. Yes, you might be winning the team fights, but you're slowly losing your outer turrets. And for Team Philippines, they have all their outer turrets so far.
Unfortunately, if we're talking about the frequency of skirmish versus team fights, the amount of skirmishes definitely is maybe 2 or 3 times more than some of these team fights out there. So Malaysia, they may win some of these team fights as you mentioned before, but when it comes down to skirmishes, Team Philippines definitely takes the cake. And overall and over the long periods of time, Team Philippines, doesn't matter if whether they lose some of these team fights, it doesn't really matter. But in the meantime, there we go. It's gonna be a big team fight. But the Lord, Sand Strippers are flying up to the air right within a Papico's RWM. And that's more than enough for Team Malaysia to take 2 L to their name. Razib hiding inside of these brushes, and there's no way he's gonna get himself right out of the hands of Viana.
And you can take one, you can take Nepomuceno out, but we're gonna make you pay, right? This is what Team Philippines is all about. Because right now, Team Philippines, Viana is at critical mass. Look at how much damage the Blazing Duet does when a good Claude player is given the farm. And this is why Claude is still so dominant as one of the top tier gold laners. It's just that teams have not been making him work. Now Team Philippines putting on a masterclass.
To be honest and to be fair, it does seem as though Team Philippines, they have very strong control of the lanes and of course the river lines. As long as you have good control of the river lines, Viana can literally go anywhere that he wants to farm either in the lanes or in the jungle. And that will help him to proportionately grow together in time. With 7,000 gold lead in favor for Team Philippines, Malaysia is way behind. And despite the fact that this is a very well-balanced team composition with good tank... Oh, wait, hold on a second. What was that? As the Raging Sandstorm lands, De La Cruz unfortunately will sacrifice his own life, and he's taking a lot of enmity coming from the side of Team Malaysia. He may sacrifice his life, but managed to allow his team to take a keep and Razib down. As continuously from this point onwards, Zan looks to get a kill. He managed to pick up a double, but Papico will take him down once and for all. While Vinuya goes for a little bit of style onto the side of Team Malaysia. Ilton now, as of course the Moskov, he do whatever that they can to push out the waves and to survive.
One more creep wave coming in from the side of Team Philippines. This might be the end here as they're trying to go for it. Ilton does go down. Team Philippines, they go for the throat here as they know they are on that clock as well. They don't want to